I'm here. I'm just waiting for the stream to start. I gotta fix something on my Discord eventually. Now here's hoping that today goes better than yesterday. I don't think I'm asking for too much here. Everything's online. Painlessly. Knock on wood. Just went to the bedroom and got something to drink. Not from the same room, thankfully. Like, even my drink was watered down yesterday. It did not go well at all. There were some drop frames, and then the resolution was all weird. Like, technically it's still weird at the moment, because now I have to redo my intros and outros to fit the new format. Because Streamlabs decided to update just as I was trying to stream yesterday, and then the art didn't come out right because the color choices this time were not nice at all. At least not to my taste. I'm pretty sure there's some other artists out there who made the colors work. I could not. Of course, it wouldn't be a Shiro stream if I didn't complain. While I'm here, I'm going to write down to fix something on my Discord. There will be music soon. Basically, yesterday's music, Steam music, was pretty much everything you know is wrong, up and down, left is right, and short is long, and everything you thought was so important doesn't matter. Everything you know is wrong. Black is white. Pretty much. I can't use the actual song because then I'm gonna get some copyright infringement thing, so. There we go. I literally wrote the script yesterday because I am running out of ideas, actually. If anybody is playing Animal Crossing Pocket Camp on the phone, I just changed my camp. It's cute. Alright, I'm going to enable my timers. Switch to the screen. As you can see, it's different. I might have to move some stuff around still and resize stuff. I was kinda terrified yesterday. Gonna pose the rules, then we're gonna get started. You know, I'm really looking forward for my spare inkwell to show up because I keep looking down and wondering where my pen went, forgetting that it's literally pinned to my tablet. So yeah, I'm having fun. So yesterday, after the complete clusterfuck that the livestream was, I simply went on Google, looked up how to optimize my stream, and as I said, I changed the stuff around, finally managed to change the screen interval and stuff like that. it should go well. And from what I'm saying, except on Facebook, which is lagging like hell, but the other places... should be going well. I'm refreshing, see what happens. And then I'll start drawing, I promise. See, it's going good on Switch. And it's looking good on Picarto, so... yeah... it's just Facebook there being a little... but then again, what are the chances? It's always a little... so let's get this actually started. Of course, as usual, never be shy to say hi. I'm probably a little slow. I didn't even have any Pepsi today because I woke up late, so I had a small breakfast and then I just had a breakfast tea. Oh, it's going weird on Restream all of a sudden. Oh, joy. Is it doing the same on the other ones? Yeah. Just gonna check on mobile real quick, because if it's going to be weird like that all the time, and it's fixed itself, but I think I know what's causing it. Can't have any normal streams, can I? There's probably gonna be some people, it's Wii Sports Bowling, and to those people I say I don't care. I'm not even gonna bother getting a reference. If I get the Wiimote wrong, I get the Wiimote wrong, and that's it. Fun fact, I can't draw guitars. And that was a fun fact. But at least she had her little strap, so she didn't lose the Wiimote itself. I don't even want to imagine where it would have ended up. Like, we're not even sure how she managed to lose the door. As you can see, she is holding the Wiimote. As you can tell, I'm left-handed. Oh, hello, Paul. How you doing? Can you hear me well? Can you hear the music well? How's the image? Because it got a little weird earlier. Yesterday's stream was an absolute nightmare. So I changed some settings around, hoping it's going to go better today. You warmed the cockles of my dark, dried out black heart, Paul. So other than that, you're having a good day? While I wait for the answer, I'm happy to report that Restream is not asking me to change my interval settings, so I finally got it to work, it seems. There's at least that. And Paul is on YouTube. Good move, Paul, good move. As the Facebook stream is just not doing anything for me. I don't know if it's running, it's just stuck on one of my white panels. I think if I'm going to be drawing this story, I think next week it's going to be the time my dad tried to play Wii boxing. I'm sorry, but this song sounds like it should be in Papers, Please. Oh, I forgot to say the empowering quote, the Pretzel.Rock's empowering quote of the day. Might as well do it now. You can achieve anything except unassisted flight. That's probably not realistic. Well, considering I'm over 200 pounds, I'll try it even less. For those wondering, this character is me. I've had that haircut for a while. While I was working at the hardware store. Okay, weather is ridiculous, very warm, so I'm working with the doors open. And yeah, you're right. YouTube and Twitch are the ones that works the best. Facebook never works. On the rare time it does, it doesn't. So it's nice to be able to stream on it, but the problem is Facebook is just a little piece of shit. So here the temperature is pretty much always the same, but then again it's because I live in a basement, so and suddenly it sounds like YouTube bad music. Okay. Gotta put the strap because we always wore our strap. I assume this is where the A button went. I know the B button was a trigger. I think it was the trigger on the nunchuck. But like I said, I'm not gonna go and get a reference. I cannot be bothered. Of course, when you're working with a more serious illustration, I always recommend getting references. Like that piece I did yesterday of Sylvando with the, yesterday morning, with the prismas. It was literally a screen, well, one of the many screenshots I took of him while playing. Okay, there's some weird sound that I'm hearing. I don't know what's causing that. I'll eventually figure out how to fix it, because that's the thing about me. Even when everything goes wrong, constantly, at the same time, I am stubborn. And I will eventually figure out what's wrong. As you see, I fixed the problem. We'll need to have another one. Da. But then again, would it really be a Shiro stream if I didn't complain the entire time? I'm asking you. It would not. Well, that's good, so maybe it's just on my end. Sometimes there's like a scritch scritch, but it's really rare, so maybe it's actually part of the soundtrack that plays. So yeah, as I mentioned yesterday, I bought, because there was like this ridiculously good sale on Bootleg at the time of this writing on Prismacolor pencil. Yeah, just the one Prismacolor pencil. Prismacolor pencils. So I got a box of 150 soft cores for $88 US, which is a whole of a lot more in Canadian, yet still really cheap compared to the regular price. And I got to try them out seriously Friday and yesterday. And I have never had pencils this nice. Like, they are so nice that I actually put the piece on LinkedIn and I got comments. This is the first time in my life I'm getting comments on LinkedIn. So yeah, I'm looking forward to repeating the experience. I mean, how else do you get better with something than by practicing? And I encourage practice. Like right now, I'm learning to use Command S to save instead of using the button I used to, the program button on my tablet, because now my tablet does not have buttons. How does that thing go? Something, adapt, overcome? Adjust, adapt, overcome? I think it's that. I was talking when I was doing the class co-hosting thingy about how even with your own characters you have to have preferably a reference sheet. What I'm doing right now is part of it, because you have to remember even the little quirks. As in, my mom is right-handed, and I am left-handed. It's kind of tiny details that can slip out of your mind if you don't pay attention. Oh, I got a Pika Pika! From Jays. And I'll leave the pronunciation there. But thank you for the follow, Jays. I appreciate the Pika Pika. GS? Jizz? I'm trying not to get in trouble with Facebook. How do you pronounce that? Write it phonetically. JS. JS. Okay, JS. We got it now. So other than me mangling your name, how you doing, JS? Other than the lousy bilingual French-Canadian mangling your name, hope you're having a good day. Sweet, that's good. Happy to hear it. Oops, almost forgot. When doing the line out, you gotta switch to the vector eraser. Because I'm doing my line art on a vector layer. To have better control of my lines. And if you overlap with the vector eraser, you can just erase what you don't need. And I love that. Also, I'm sorry for the constant zooming in and out. That's how I draw digitally. A cat is fine too. Bonus points if you get that reference. Thank you, Paul. Yeah, I'm glad you liked it. Like, let's be honest, I absolutely love Sylvando. So I'm glad I did him justice. I think I have 2 outfits of his left to draw. Like the deluxe parade leader one and the El Caballero. We'll see how I decide to draw them. Because at least the yellow outfit I did in Posca's, the normal slash parade participant art outfit I did in screen tones, traditional screen tones. Good, at least I'm not making JS sick. Because I'm always worried I may make people dizzy with my constant zooming in and out, but it's not like it's not something I can change because I kind of need to do it if I want to draw. And it's not something I can do when doing traditional. I had a traditional stream yesterday. Oh, it was horrible. It was constantly skip, and it was bothering me about my intervals, and then the art itself did not come out right. Ay ay ay. Better luck next month. Because usually the traditional live streams are every first Saturday of the month because I'm doing the Colors of the Month challenge, and I did not work well with this month's colors. Ugh. But like I said earlier in the stream, I'm pretty sure a lot of artists did a lot better with these colors than I did. But oh well. Takes more than that to discourage me. I'm going to post those arts on my Instagram on Monday because I wanted Silvando to get a bit more visibility because I worked really hard on that guy. It's not often I take 2 days to work on something. Well, on an illustration, I mean. On a comic page, I can take 2-3 days. I think once it took me a week to draw a cityscape with absolutely no perspective lines because first of all, as Paul already knows, I can't see depth as well as normal people. I have little to no depth perception. I have some, but not enough. Like the first time I saw an actual 3D movie, even if I'm at the age where my first 3D movie should have been like with the red and blue glasses. But my first 3D movie was a modern 3D, and I was like, there was so much depth. It freaking blew my mind. And I was like, is that what normal people see every day? So I was drawing the cityscape freehand in my sketchbook. Not gonna lie, I'm gonna say it was the for an Aurora Man and Friends, which is a kid version of Aurora Man comic. And it was an underground city that was meant to look like it glowed in the dark, so I drew that cityscape in my sketchbook, and then I scanned it, and then I traced over it. It ended up looking pretty good for what I can do. And it's not me being stubborn about using perspective lines, it's that I just can't understand them for some reason. It's kind of like math. I don't really understand math either. Good, I'm not alone. So I just go without and do my best. Come on, arm. There we go. Gotta have a little sip. because it's important to stay hydrated. Oh my god. If you do that, I will figuratively marry you. Of course, I would have a special request, but I'm not gonna do it because that weapon is way too way too detailed. But to have some custom stuff for my Sylvando figure, I would like, ah, you spoil me. Are you sure? Because it'd probably be a bitch to print too. Because it's small and detailed. Because it's nice that Sylvando came with his default rapier, but if I could have the El Stupendo dagger for him, oh my god! It's basically a dagger with a rose on the hilt, and it's got a little bit of spikes going on. Then that would be so cool. But of course, there's no obligation and aucun représentant n'ira chez vous. No salesperson will come and visit and tap in your window and beg you to buy our product. And you thought you had my attention before. Ok, tu veux pas m'écouter, toi? Ben! When in doubt, rotate. That's another thing I should do, but I don't do, is rotate and flip my canvas to see if everything is looking good on every side. I don't do that. I am going to fix this corner, though. Ah, there you go. Because if there's something I like about as much as drawing is seeing other people's work, as Paul saw when he suggested his students show me some of their work, and I was like, ah, yes, I want to see everybody's stuff, yes. So, TLDR, I like art. Whether I make it, I see it. Sometimes I struggle though because people want me to critique their stuff, and I'm never sure how much of it I should critique. And like, don't base yourself on the way I'm drawing right now. This is literally my fastest style. because I don't want to accidentally be that artist that's like absolutely horrible accidentally. I don't want to hurt people's feelings, because that's the thing. I grew up somewhere where everybody is like excessively touchy, and they would overreact to a lot of things I did, but not tell me what I did wrong. So yeah, I'm really wary of critiquing stuff when people ask me for critique. So I go by the old rule: you critique one thing and then you compliment another thing. Had someone recently tell me, you can tell me it sucks if you want, and I'm like, you do not hold this kind of language in my house? No, that's literally what I said. And I'm laughing, but that is literally what I said. If you start telling yourself that you suck, then no matter how much practice, you're still gonna suck. It's in your head, you know? Oops, not this one. Of course, the opposite is also true. If you tell yourself you're fantastic, you might trick yourself into not practicing. So it's a fine line. I think I'm good though, because I really enjoy practicing, while telling myself I am magnificent. Because you gotta have some self-confidence too. Or else you're gonna be miserable. And if I can avoid being miserable as much as possible every day, then I feel I've won. I was miserable enough as a kid, that's enough now. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt. For those worried about Mom's guitar, it did not break it, but it did leave a mark. Just gonna center these a little bit. Command T for those who are curious on the Clip Studio on Mac. Gonna save, gonna have a sip, and then we're gonna ink the last panel, and then we're gonna go for colors. Oh yeah. This iced tea mix is perfect. It's starting to feel better to draw on this new tablet. It's feeling smoother, less oddly scratchy, even if I wasn't scratching it. Like, I'm drawing this and I'm looking forward to being done so I can draw more. That's how much I love to draw. For those wondering, I am currently using the wrong pen. Usually it's natural. I got the G pen on. Might as well roll with it. They're both very similar, so that's why there's no problem. The G pen, I believe this specific G pen is part of the Friend and suite of brushes, which is pun. Very sweet. Pun intended, that's the word I was looking for. Pun fully intended. It's a sweet suite of pens. I do believe Frienden has a shop on Gumroad for his brushes. He has some for Photoshop and some for Clip Studio. So if you're using the bane of my existence, you can use his brushes. I should at least relabel the bar on top of the screen about my Mac. I do have the new Mac, I just want to pay my mom back little by little because it's expensive. Now this sort of eye I usually use for my Mario comics, which updates every Thursday. We decided on that because Yves Bourgeois, I think it's pronounced, is currently updating his Three Little Princesses comic on Fridays, and we didn't want to compete with him. Because the script for that comic is written by Gabe Lerman. And I'm sorry, but he's an extremely funny guy. And I thoroughly enjoy working for him. Hello, Bunny something. This comic is called Bootleg Cookie, as you can see up here, and it is a weekly webcomic that I update on Fridays, but I like to live stream the making of on Sundays. It's basically an autobiographical comic where I draw what happens to me in my life. Sometimes it's what happens to my mom, and I had a special last year where I was showing some weird stuff that happened to my grandma. I'm almost done inking and I'm going to be coloring after I have a long drink of iced tea. I also like to live stream some traditional arts on the first Saturday of the month. And when I say like, I mean I do it, but the stream always messes up real world. This one basically, Mom somehow, while we were playing Wii Bowling, she went to bowl, she hooked the couch, and then somehow, despite holding the Wiimote, from the bottom, the battery door opened, the battery, both batteries flew out, ricocheted off her guitar, and ended up in the hall, which is like 2 rooms over. This is the dining room and the hall is next to it. Nobody is sure how that happened. There we go. I'm gonna hide the pencils now. Doink. Whoops, not this one. There we go. Now I'm gonna have a big sip. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. The original one. I believe I do not have Resort. I have at least one other story with Wii Sports that I'll probably draw next week. I almost said next month. Woo! No, next week. Next Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern. Usually I stick to happy stories, which is why I don't post school stories. Because my school time was a frickin' nightmare. Very rarely will I post school stories, and usually they're the ones where I actually come out on top. Because they do not cause PTSD. Oh, there's always a sports arc in manga. There were also some beach episodes. Or the reason why I don't go on beaches. Because I die. Oh, it's okay, I'm 38 now. I haven't been in school for a long time. I think the last time I was in school was like this Monday, but I was asked to co-host a class, so that's different. It was a lot less traumatizing. Exactly. Now it's only good school stories. As much as possible. Because this was the second time I got asked to co-host a class. The first time, oh, what a clusterfuck that was. Because I was asked to host a class about how to make a comic page. But then like a month after being told, this is Clip Studio Paint indeed, my favorite program. I use it exclusively when I'm drawing digitally. I'm even paying the yearly subscription to have it on my iPad. That's how much I love it. I'm paying for it. And then, as I was saying, a month later, then they wanted me to talk about writing a comic. And I'm like, I don't write! So, one of my writers said, oh, I'll write you a text about it. And I said, okay. Then 1 month passed and 2 months, and I don't get anything. And then I'm told, okay, well, can you talk about drawing a comic page and writing a comic and all of that in French? And I'm like, now you tell me? Because I wrote and practiced my part of the speech in English. Oh, Clip is absolutely awesome. I freaking love it. Takes me forever to find tricks to help me work, but when I do, they're really nice. So, here I am in my hotel room when my writer finally decided to give me his script, only in English, and I have nothing to write on, so I have to improvise translating the script once I'm in front of the students. Oh boy. I managed to do it, but it was still a frickin' nightmare. Like, I understand that my first language is French, but you're asking me to talk about a topic I know nothing about, ad-libbed, in 2 languages, at the last possible minutes instead of giving me months to prepare. Ugh. So, yeah, if anything, I just roll with the punches. Oh, thank you for the Pika Pika bunny! I need to make my Pika Pika bigger now that I had to change the resolution yesterday. But thank you so much for the Pika Pika, it's super appreciated. I should put the mouth colors in this. I'll do it later if I think about it. Okay. So what kind of tablet do you have, Bunny? I'm curious. I recently had to upgrade my rig, sorry. Against my will, because I didn't have the money for it, but I kind of had no choice because my computer was breaking down on me and my current Wacom is a Saintiq 22 HD. So what do you have? Tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me. Oh, a 1! That is sweet. And you got it for your birthday. Alright. High five. Are you enjoying it? I don't know why I always give my mom purple shirts. She never wears purple. I guess that's the color I assigned to her in my head. Because of course now that you tell me that you have a tablet, I'm gonna want to see the kind of stuff you draw, you know, and I like to see other people's art. I used to use an Intuos I got from my brother who didn't want it anymore. And now it's my little sister's. I like it a lot, but I still mostly draw traditional for now. Oh no, that's understandable. Like, when you like to draw, you want to draw with everything you can get your hands on. Yesterday I was doing a traditional live stream and it went to hell. Pokemon? Oh yeah, sure, that's nice. I mean, you do you, boo. You're the boss of your drawings. I've been asked to draw a lot of Bulbasaurs lately. Not that I'm complaining. Bulbasaur is my favorite starter and my favorite Pokemon. Yeah, that took me a while to figure out. After a lot of Googling, I managed to connect my phone to my Mac, to my Streamlabs, because I use Streamlabs to stream. So I'm using my phone as a webcam over my drawing desk, and that's how I live stream traditional art. You can use a regular webcam, but my cable's too short, so that's why I went and look up how to do it with my phone. Or, if you want to do it simpler than me, it's because I just wanted all my screens to match. You can simply download the Streamlab app on your phone and use that directly instead of connecting it to your computer. And I'm going to post what I drew on Monday because I did a really nice piece yesterday and I wanted it to have a little bit more visibility. Posted it on my Instagram and everything. Also, if you really like Clip as much as I do, they on Graphics League, I think is the American distributor for Clip Studio. They also sell something that looks like a little Switch remote, a Joy-Con, I think it's called, and it's called a TabMate, which I am using right now. It's basically a programmable Switch Joy-Con. Bluetooth and everything. It only works with Clip, so if you buy one, you have to really only stick to Clip Studio. So don't buy one willy-nilly just because I said buy one. And you can have 4 different settings of programmable buttons. And this thing is saving my wrist as we speak. I love it a lot. It really speeds up my flow. Making my life easier, and like I said, it's saving my wrist, it's saving my back, it's saving everything on me. I mean, on the computer. It doesn't work on the tablet, on the iPad or something yet. Well, it doesn't work on the iPad. I don't know if it doesn't work on something else. Do the research first, because even when it's on special, it's still, you know, it's still like $60. So I'm gonna make it darker, less dark, not dark enough. There we go. That's the one. If I'm not mistaken, I think the free version of Clip works just as much as the paid version. It's just that you only have like an hour and a half to draw before it locks itself. I think. I had a couple months free too, because I have the desktop version, which is what I'm working on right now, obviously. Like, I take this shit seriously, but not enough to watch my language. But when I say I love Clip Studio, I really love Clip Studio. Almost as much as I love Sylvando. I mean, there's no point denying it. I love that idiot. Overlapping, that's not nice. The tool I am using right now is the lasso fill. And if I'm not mistaken, usually it's in the objects, this figure subtool menu, but I moved it up to the selection subtool marquee so I could actually remember where it is. Of course, the vector eraser I kept with the erasers, once again for easy retrieval. Not white. Yeah, that's why I'm talking about them. So you don't have to spend months looking for them like I did. Because I like Clip Studio, but at the same time, you're going to spend a lot of time going, where the fuck did I put this? And yes, my mom's guitar is blue. But it's a deeper blue than this. There we go. That's another story I need to draw for another day. How my mom got her guitar. Because quite honestly, it was hilarious. Yeah, it's really nice. It's like this really lovely deep blue, but then it was out in the sun for a while, so it kind of turned like an actually really pretty green, like blue-green, aquamarine, kinda, but like just in the middle, and the rest is still this nice deep blue. She's a little sad it changed color, but it's still really pretty. If I'm not mistaken, I got all my most of my extra color palettes here, my Copic palettes off the Clip Studio asset store for free. So that's nice. Gonna get a little creative with the colors here, or else everything is gonna be so freaking beige. Because at the time the walls were also beige. Everything was beige. Mom's a big fan of beige. Still is. There's my yellow. There we go. My nice bright neon yellow that I like to use for stuff like that. That's gonna be gray because that's where the basement begins and that's where I live. Yeah, we're almost done. We're almost done. We still don't know. We are questioning it to this day. But then again, we question a lot of things in this house. Like, things happen in this house. And we just look at each other and shake our heads and just keep on with our lives because we don't even want to question it. Because we're like, I'm too old for this. There's even a comic in the archives of Bootleg Cookie, which can be found on Tapas or Webtoon, depending on what you prefer, where we pretty much assume we have a ghost. Like, we just accepted the fact where we're not questioning it. Because honestly, things get weird here. Oh yeah, definitely. We call it Orville, actually. We gave a name to it. His name is Orville. He's not mean, but he is weird. Like one time, that's also in the archives, he somehow kicked a painting off my sister's dresser, landed it on her car keys, which had a slidable cover for the auto starter, and kicked the painting at an angle somehow that slid the cover off and made the 2 clicks necessary to start her car remotely. And then her car had started, and then we were all like wondering what the hell happened here. How? Just how? And then we realized what had happened, and we were all just like, Orville. She was like, who's Orville? And then we had to tell her. She did not like that. Well, we are almost done. I just need to put... Because I don't shade this comic. I do shade... Driven Miss Daisy, which is another comic that I'm working on in collaboration with Gabe Lerman, which updates every Thursday. I don't put it on Tapas. Whoops. I don't put it on Tapas because it's not my characters, but I do advertise it on my main page of Tapas. Well, I advertise it everywhere I am, so can't really miss it. It's a Mario comic. Very funny, at least I like to think so. If you don't like it, I put all the blame on the writer. Yeah, they knew what kind of house this was, and they were like, nope! I'm out of here! I am not participating in this buffoonery! This is highly irregular. Yeah, they probably heard the rumors. you're learning something while I'm working super fast here. Like I said, if I can avoid you the trouble that it took me to find all this stuff there, then my work here is done. There it is. Da-dum, da-da. Come on. There we go. Okay, so the speech bubble. I'm gonna just adjust this one real quick. The speech bubble. I went in the text section of Clip Studio. I think in the newest version slash update slash tablet version, the speech bubble and the text is separated. I put everything together. Hello, Coco. And I have the ellipse balloon, which lets me do automatic word balloons. The curve balloon, which lets me do a speech balloon point by point. And the balloon pen, which basically lets me draw the balloon however I want. I like to use a combination of the curve balloon to do the shape itself so it looks more natural. And then the balloon pen to do the tail. Right, that's okay. That's why I make the... Hello Dottie, hello Duncan. That's why I make the recording on the YouTube. Because it's not everybody that has the time to watch me draw. Of course, in order for the pen tool to work on your balloon to make the tail, you have to make sure you are on the layer of the balloon itself. Or else it will draw a shape on top of it. My friend Coco. It's because I'm streaming on different platforms and she showed up on Facebook. And I get all the chats in the same window. I think what I'm going to do is do this. So this arrow is easier to see. There we go. And then Duncan and Dottie are pets that she babysits. And now everybody knows who everybody is. And Coco, Bunny on Twitch is saying hello. And with that, I believe we are done for this week's comic. Yeah, we're done. What was my code again for... Thank you. I forgot my code. There it is. So if you want to keep up to date with all my art, stuff like that, when I stream, in case you forget, it's at 1 p.m. Eastern Time on every Sunday. Everything's in my link tree. Oh, don't worry, I save every 5 seconds, even if it doesn't look like it's because I use Command S. I think it's supposed to be Control S on a PC, Microsoft, stuff like that. So don't worry, it's saved. It is so very saved. So yeah, if you go on my link tree, you will see where I am. I'm on DeviantArt, I'm on ArtStation, I'm on Behance, I'm on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, etc. I'm on everything. If you want to follow me there and see my art, see that Sylvando piece I've been talking about all stream. And of course, if you have art questions after I log off, feel free to ask them. Shoot me a DM on one of my platforms, something, and I'll do my best to help, as usual. And we are at the end of this stream. We're gonna chill a little bit. As usual, special thanks to my patron, Paul K. Your support is extremely appreciated. You have no idea. Oh, and just like that, my automatic message just showed up. And I hope you guys had fun watching me draw. I know I had a lot of fun drawing this one. And I'll see you guys next Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern. I love you all, and